With all due respect, the fact is we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make? It is our job to figure out what happened and do everything we can to prevent it from ever happening again.
New for you at 11, anger from Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton as she is questioned about the deadly attack on the U.S. Consulate in Libya last September. Now, her testimony before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee wrapped up about 30 minutes ago. ABC's Travers is in Washington with more of this morning's testimony.
After months of delay, it was Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's turn in the hot seat.
Nobody wants to sit where I am and have to think now about what coulda, shoulda, woulda happened.
Lawmakers have been chomping at the bit to grill Clinton about the September 11th attack in Benghazi. 4 Americans were killed, including the U.S. ambassador to Libya. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson zeroed in on the initial comments from UN Ambassador Susan Rice that the attack was caused by spontaneous protests.
What difference at this point does it make? It is our job to figure out what happened and do everything we can to prevent it from ever happening again, Senator.
Other Republicans peppered Clinton, but their criticism was much more muted.
There were systemic deficiencies.
Early on, Clinton grew emotional and said the Benghazi attack was not just policy, but personal.
I stood next to President Obama as the Marines carried those flag-draped caskets off the plane at Andrews. I put my arms around the mothers and fathers, the sisters and brothers, the sons and daughters.
The outrage on Capitol Hill cost Ambassador Rice a chance to be the next Secretary of State. But Clinton was not damaged. A new ABC News Washington Post poll found that 67% of Americans have a favorable view of her, a new high in her long career in the public spotlight. This will be Hillary Clinton's final appearance before Congress as Secretary of State. So even though she faced some tough questions, there were plenty of compliments and appreciation for her years of service. Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Secretary of State Clinton now heads to the House Foreign Affairs Committee, where she will face more questioning, and that's going to be at noon our time.